Children, welcome back to the Max class Easy Conceptual Learning by Saujanya. Today's video is a little bit special for you. Why? Because I had got 3 to 4 days back in my comment section asking me to teach about the algebra, which is in 6th standard. Okay, so I'm really very grateful that some of you are coming up with your ideas to teach, to know your concepts more properly. Thank you a lot for subscribing and encouraging me to complete my videos also. Okay, so today's topic, let me take about the algebra. Let me give a brief introduction about the algebra first of all, because many of the children are very much worried about the algebra, it is not up to the mark, like we are not able to get it up and all. So I don't want you all to get confused. Let me teach you from the beginning itself, right from the beginning of the terms, what are there, how to understand algebra. It starts from your 6th class only actually. That was the first very initial stage where you start algebra. So today's topic is algebra. But what is this algebra? Why we have to learn it as an algebra? This is also one of the branch of the maths actually. Algebra is also one of the branch of maths, where usually see you have so many branches. Some branches you may not get into it. Branch in the sense we will be learning according to, like for example, science is a subject where you have different branches of learning biology, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology. See, these are all branches. Means according to their classification and all that we go segregate. In the same way, similar way, Maths is also a very different subject which have different branches of learning it. Okay, so one of such sub-branch is algebra actually. So let me give a brief introduction about this. Suppose you are learning about the numbers in maths. So you usually call it as arithmetics. Arithmetics is a branch where we learn about the numbers. We learn about the basic arithmetic operations like plus, minus, into and division. Okay. In the similar way, some of you, you know that we will be learning in one branch of maths about the shapes, completely differently about the shapes. Okay. So what is that branch called? Yes, it is geometry. Okay. So it is geometry. In the similar way, in such way, we have come here to learn about the algebra. So what is this algebra? Algebra is nothing but a combination of two things, that is consonants and variables. That means we use alphabets or letters. The way you use the alphabets, you symbolize an unknown. That means you tell that it is an unknown by giving it a letter. Okay, so alphabet or letters. So the usage of this alphabet or the letters we usually use in algebra, which we indicate it as an unknown. And we usually after like 6th and all, 7th and all, you'll come to know how to solve this unknown and get into known things. Okay, so I hope you understood the minimum first basic thing of that algebra. Yes. Now let us go into today's concept, that is algebra. Algebra, children, in 6th actually we are having a very small topic regarding that. So let me explain you how to do it. First thing, initially you all are having figures. How to do the figures? That means write a certain figure. Like suppose you take one example, C. C is a letter. Okay. So usually this C is formed with how many line segments? Why we are comparing it with a line segment? Because or else you can make it as an activity, making it up. See, you have 3 things or 3 sticks or 3 matchsticks, 3 earbuds, whatever it is, whichever convenient for you, you can just use them to create the alphabet. So we need 3 sticks, okay, to create this alphabet. When you need 3 sticks to create the alphabet, let me go it in a series. See how you will go it in a series. Suppose 2 C's, 3, okay, so on like this, so many. Okay, I can just attach them so many like that. But initially for making C, for making one alphabet, that means for making out this letter C, how many matchsticks do you need it? Okay, how many matchsticks do you need? 3. First make it a note. So the number of matchsticks required number of matchsticks required for one letter, that is 3. Suppose there are n number of C's, that means you don't know how many. There are so many where you are not able to count them. Okay, where you are not able to count them. So I would like to create a kind of series here, or a formula which is necessary to multiply or to know how many are there. Suppose 1C, if it is there, we are having 3. Yes, yes. Suppose 2 C's you have. If there are 2 C's together attached, how many matchsticks would you require? Yes. How do you know that? We need 6, because it is very simple, because there are only 2 here. You are adding them very nicely. But you know, do you think for each and every C will the thing vary? Because for the first C 3, second C, is it also 3 or it is reducing? It's not reducing. Yes or no? That means for each and every C you need 3 matchsticks. So 3 you need. Into how many you are making? 2. That means 6 matchsticks are required. Okay. So like that, suppose 3 C's are there. 3 times of 3, which makes you 9 matchsticks required for 3 C's to make up 3 C's. In the similar way, n, that means suppose if they are n, I told you they are n, we don't know how many they are there. Okay, if there is a number, really we will know it. Suppose if I tell 10 C's, 10 into 3, 30 matchsticks. So if you know the number, it is really very easy for us to understand. But here we are creating a formula. We are creating a pattern, how it is formed. So I don't know how many are formed here, C's. So the pattern which is formed for C is 3 times of n, which is 3n. This n you don't know. So now this becomes the formula for this C, to make up C. Now you can substitute. Suppose I am having 10. 10 C's I need to make it up. So 10, if I substitute 3 into 10 becomes 30. That means 30 matchsticks I require. Next, suppose if I have 15. 15 C's I should make up. Immediately 15 times of 3, 45 matchsticks I require. If I have to make up 20 C's together into a pattern. 20 into 3, 60 matchsticks I require. So this is a pattern or a formula which is used to understand before in hand how to make it up. Okay, but this kind of pattern way of applying is not applicable for every letter. Not for all the letters, children. Why? Because if you take suppose a letter like M, you may ask why. You may ask me why. Why it is not applicable for such only? It is applicable only for certain letters, but not for all the letters. See, M. If you want to make another M, you should make it like this. Okay. So, see, initially 1, 2, 3, 4. For creating one M, we need 4 matchsticks. But for the second MC, this became a common line here. And that is not necessary for that. And for the second one, what is happening? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 are required. Here I cannot apply a formula because the first one, initial one it needs 4 matchsticks, and the next succeeding ones are requiring only 3 things. So here we cannot make it up. Because C is continuous and you need not disturb it. You can make up T, children. T is one of the things. See, 1 and 2. 2 things. Again 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So this you can make it up with a pattern. Now I hope you understood if you have to make up with 2. So what will be the pattern for T, children? We need 2 matchsticks. 2 into N or M or A, 2A, 2X, 2Y, any alphabet, anything, any letter you can write. It is up to you. There is no restriction that you have to use only a certain alphabet here. Is that clear, all of you? So this is how you make patterns in algebra. Actually, many people and many children are confused for this. And one more thing which is really very essential for algebra is, why should we multiply? You might have got a doubt, why should we multiply here? Okay, why should you multiply here itself? I will give you a very small logic for that. Children, we are making up letters in series. We are making up letters in series. Suppose see, when you have to do suppose 3 things. What you will do? I need 3 matchsticks for one C. Again plus 3 plus 3. Then only you'll be able to understand how many. Yes or no? So what you are doing here, you are adding up each because the same number. You are adding it up. So if you know about anything one and if you have to find for many, what you will be doing? Multiply. Okay, you will multiply. If you know how to form one letter, how many number of mastics are required for one letter, and if many letters are given, you usually multiply. That is one of the thing. Second thing, what I want to tell you, continuous addition is nothing but multiplication. Am I right? Did you recollect the things which you are learning from the first standard and second standard? Yes. These are the small things which you usually forget. But children, when you know about one thing, if you are known for one and if you are asked for many, then you should multiply. Usually, when you are doing, suppose the cost of any pen is 5 and you have to find out the cost of 4 such pens, what you are doing? You are multiplying because you know the cost of one. In the similar way, I know the matchsticks which are required for one and I have to find out for many. It means that I have to multiply to know how many I require. That is the reason why I am multiplying. And you may get a doubt. When we are multiplying like this, why do we write it like this? Because n is an unknown. That means n value you don't know. This is like we are making up a formula. Okay, and n is an unknown where you substitute the value. Suppose if I have to make so and so, you will substitute that value and you will find out the answer. Okay, but regarding class 6 children, you are having only the way you write the pattern. So please be clear when you are learning the word problems actually in the exercise, that is all are regarding like this. Cost of the pen is 5 rupees. So how will you find out or how will you write the formula for the pattern of finding out n pens? 5 into n. Please think over there. You know the cost of one and you have to find out the cost for many. So if you know anything for one, the details, and you have to find out for many, what will you do? Multiplication. Please do remember that and write the thing. And you can use this variable. What are these ABCDs called? Variables. So you can use this variable actually. Any variable, like you can use, it is not necessary that you have to use m or n or x or y. Out of all the 26 variables, all the 26 letters, you can use anything children. So there is no restriction that you have to use only a certain letter. Am I clear to you? So here in all overall full of the topic, we have learnt about only the new thing, new term here. What is that? Variable. Variable is a new term which you have learned. Variable means nothing children. It is a letter. The letter indication for an unknown. Okay. A letter indication for an unknown which is taken out from the 26 letters of English. So any of the letter can be taken out to denote an unknown value. So I hope I am clear to you. And if you have any more doubts like this, you can please comment me in the section. And if you need still more explanation part and I want certain things or certain questions from your side, you can please comment me in my comment section. Please be supporting me like this and try to understand the concepts more and more clearly. But in maths, it's not easy that you have to understand the concept. It is that even it lies in your practice. You should practice more and more to make your concepts more perfect. Thank you for watching. Please share, like and subscribe.